This is Dr. Janice Cito of Fajera Women's College, and this course is BUS 3203, Strategic Management and Business Policy Simulation. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to the course, and this is week 2. This is the second video for week 2, and we're going to be looking today at the CESIM simulation. As you can see from the course planner, which is in the L drive, that the CESIM simulation is beginning very, very soon, and we want to get you ready for it. In week 1, we went over the theory, and also the first class in week 2, we have you going over and learning in depth the 5 different strategic approaches or competitive strategies. And what you should have done in your teams is taken cell phone companies that exist today, mobile cell phone companies, and decided which of the 5 strategies they fall into. So there's definitely a difference there. So now that you're more comfortable, now you can go on to the second part of this. And remember, this is all part of the CESIM, which is being used in this course to help you develop a greater understanding of what it's like to run a company that competes against other teams. And you get a chance to report on this in the team report. Again, I should be fixing that. But the team report, you'll be writing about what's happened. So we're going to be looking ahead. Sorry, this is an older sample. This is from last semester, but basically everything still holds true. So here we are in the team report. We're going to look at what you're going to be doing. So what you're going to do during these the simulations, you're going to be developing understanding of what happens, since you're going to be using the team report in order to explain the results. Remember, the strategy that you've decided on, whether it's best cost, function, a focused differentiation, low cost, etc., best cost. At the end of the 7 rounds, how did it turn out for you? How did it work? How did it meet the 3 tests of strategy of fit, SCA, which is sustainable competitive advantage, and then performance? And so you'll report on this. So let's just get right into the CESIM. I'm going to take this one down. And so we begin very, very soon. We're going to do 3 practice rounds before our break, and afterwards we go into the real rounds with your team. I've developed a PowerPoint presentation about this, and so this video is just to help you go over the materials. So the intent of the simulation is your team is running a cell phone company. And so now what we should do is we should log into the CESIM, and you can watch the CESIM video. Now, where do we go? Yeah, there we are. So you go here, and it's www.cesim.com. And you do not get a choice of which language. It's already programmed. We have you doing the English. So you've all signed up. Thank you very much. You can read this information if you'd like, but really it's not necessary. Let's just go right into it. Let's log in. I'm taking the login of one of your peers, and everybody has, for now, the same password. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to type in the same password everyone has, which is player, P-L-A-Y-E-R. And then we log in. First thing to do when you log in, change your password. So where do we get that? So here we are, it's Reem, and she's in a group, and I'm the instructor. As you can see, I'm the only one online. As your instructor, I can get into any of your accounts. So in case there's a problem, I can help you out, but this is something that I don't think you really need to worry about. Interesting to note here, they give you the deadline, so there's 17 days before practice round 1. So by the time you see this video, there'll be about 2 weeks and a bit. So current time, system time, we're only concerned with current time. And there's the forums. These forums are great, in which if I send you a message, it'll appear here under messages in your course forum. And also sometimes the other teams will send messages. And then your team. So when you log in, you'll get this page and you see what's going on. Let's see, my support, no, my information. I believe that's the area in which you get to change your password. Great, here's your password. So the current password is player. So you know how to do change your new password, confirm the password, then save. This is Reem, and let's see. If you want, some students have put up pictures, and so this helps build team cohesion. Anyway, so you put that in. First thing to do, change your password. And so I'm just going to get out of this. Okay. All right. So when you've changed your password, you've come back here. I'll just go to the forums right now. As you can see, team forum. Right now, her team is called Green. I suggest that you change your name. How do you change your name? You have to tell me, your instructor, because I'm the only one who can change your name. So when you get a chance to get together and you change your name, tell me and I shall make that happen. Let's see, here it says teams. Here are the teams playing in this universe. There's two universes. This is one universe, and here's the other universe. And you should see the people your teams you're playing against. Okay, so in the case of Reem, she's playing in Universe 2. Her team, Team Green, is playing against 3 other teams, red, orange, and blue. The other team, which is Universe 1, is the one where the gentlemen are. And you're in a, let me see. Yes, there are. The gentlemen are here, and the other teams are here. So I've shown you forums, I've shown you the teams. Now you don't choose your universes, I do the choosing. So that's already been set. If there's any changes, I will update you. Take a look at the schedule. So I'm looking at these tabs up here. And so your time, here we are, and Fujairah. And we get a chance to do practice. So we have 3 practice rounds. And so all the rounds end at 11 p.m. And so the first practice round is March the 12th. Then a week later, the 19th. And then almost a week after that, the 25th. These dates might change, just to let you know. I will let you know when they change, but you can look them up yourselves as well. These are this tab is where the results are. So far, there's nothing going on. You'll get these spreadsheets, etc. Right now, there's nothing going on. You all have the same results. And the decisions, this is where you can enter the information. Okay, so first part when you get to decisions is suggested steps. This is something each team should review it later on, but what to do. And since we're here, here is a video. And this is a video about the CESIM. Let me see, let's tune in. So it's quite a nifty video. So in 18.5 minutes, that gives you a good overview. This you can actually access on campus because I've put it on our L Drive JCEDO spring semester and the course, and I've put it here, and I've also put it here. There it is. Okay, so should be okay there, folks. And letting the video run. So here are the different tabs to enter your team decisions. Okay, and market conditions, really, that's the external environment, what's going on, and that should influence your what you put into the others. Now, there are going to be functional areas. So you've got a functional area for production, research and development, that's your innovation and entrepreneurship, marketing, logistics, tax, and finance. Okay, so these are the areas, but focus on, let me just see. Yeah, tax and logistics are together. And so logistics, tax are together, finance, marketing, R&D, and production. So everybody should have at least one of those. And if you're in a smaller team, you may have to double up. So the marketing person could be also logistics. So let's go back and let's see what we have. So to get a much better understanding, a thorough understanding, let's go to the CESIM. Okay. But what I've done is I've prepared in the PowerPoint for week 1, which I only skimmed. We should use this. So you're running a cell phone company. You should see the video, again, whether you see it online or you see it from the L drive, you should see it with your team. Okay, so let's go. So again, this is what we've done. Basically, we've logged in, we've changed our password. And later on, what I'll do is I'll try to show you how to use the practice round. And I'm going to actually do a quick practice with you. The rest of this PowerPoint, and you can read it by yourselves, is about a little bit more detail than the video gives you. So what we're going to do is just let you know there's no human resource, and you didn't see it, so this is not something that we're going to be doing. There should be you should decide who's in charge of the CEO. I think it'd be great if it was 2 rounds consecutively, because we've got 3 practice rounds and we've got 7 real rounds. I'll let you folks decide, as some groups are bigger than others. Everyone needs to take at least 1 turn as CEO. Now, the CESIM has tabs for readings, and let's take a look at those tabs. Go back to the CESIM. So the readings are right here, and let's press that button. It says, here you are. Game instructions, decision-making instructions, and case description. Most important thing I'd say is to look at the business case. So I've managed to download it, and it is here. Case description. This is only 4 pages. We might have a chance to go over in class. Last year, the students found it useful, if a bit excruciating, because I have to go in great detail. I think it'd be helpful for you folks if everybody reads this. I'd say by Thursday. I think I have a class. I see every class, every section Monday and Wednesdays. So by week 3, everybody should have read this at the beginnings, because I hope to start going over this on Monday of week 3. So now if you want more detail, they supply more detail. As you can see from here, in the reading section, there's decision-making instructions. So after you've got a good idea of what the external environment is like, you should then be in a better position to decide with which strategies you should use. Which should you be best cost provider? Should you be focused differentiation? Should you be broad differentiation? Focus low cost, or low cost provider. So let's take a look at the decision-making instructions, which I've also downloaded for you folks here on the L drive. And their case description is there, and global challenge instructions. I've even said very, very detailed, because I'm not kidding, it is very detailed. Here we are. It's 40 pages, but it's 40 pages in a PowerPoint formula. So this is something that your team should read over, and a lot of this is more for the instructor, but I think that it's good for the students to understand it. So anybody who is Any team who wants to do a good job and to learn and be able to figure out how things go along without too much angst, this one's something you really should cover. Okay, so, and then that you do on your own. I will go over the case description in class with you folks. Decision making, that's something that you folks figure out in your teams. So there we are. Let me just go back to my PowerPoint. So there's a checklist for the CESIM, and let me show you that. How do you know if you're finished and there's a checklist? Okay, let me go back here. Here are the decisions. So you have to do these in a certain order. 1, read the materials. Okay, so the complicated one and the 4-pager. And then consider watching the video. Then familiarize yourselves with the market conditions in the external environment. Then, as I say, choose the decision area. Every student, if you're in charge of marketing, you should go there. If you're in charge of production, you should go there, etc. You should also decide, look at the demand. Then it goes over. So after you look at the market conditions, consider the impact of those on your market area. Then go to demand and production, R&D, marketing, logistics, and finance. So as the game goes along, keep an eye on your budget, and do never forget to look at your budget. And then copy your team decisions, and then after the round. So this I'll have to go over probably in a separate video, but I want to get at least an introduction, change your password, have at least a good feeling of where you folks fit in. Let me go back here. Okay, so you can use the rest of this PowerPoint. So this I put actually some Dr. Alfred, myself, and Mr. Ali. We put some information here so that you can at least get started. Now this schedule is for an older class, but all of this is pertinent. Okay, so anyways, this is a good introduction to the CESIM. Right, so don't forget, now go and change your password. Thank you.